This picture that we have here actually puts a number of different concepts in terms of how they're related to each other. So let's just sort of quickly look at it from two sides. People who rely on computer systems and network systems, these are owners of the data that's stored and the systems where the data is stored. They deploy those because those are critical to what they do. At the same time, we know that they're threat sources, and they're going to pose threats to these systems that we're talking about. But one way we deal with both the threat source and any vulnerability that we may have is deploying defenses. Owners obviously want to reduce this risk, and one way to do that is to deploy the defenses that we have in place. And the risk is to the online assets, which are valued by the owners. That's sort of the picture on the legitimate owners and what they do in cyberspace. In terms of the attackers or the malicious actors, threat sources, they basically increase risk to these online assets that we have. And that happens because they exploit vulnerabilities and launch attacks. By doing that, they wish to profit, and that's the way they do it. The big picture is sort of the center is what is of value, who poses a threat, and what do we do to somehow manage the risk that we have for our online assets from the threat sources. But the key concepts in cybersecurity, this diagram sort of nicely relates the idea of threats, vulnerabilities, attack, cyber risk, and so on, and how they're all connected.